everyone. Welcome to the Kiana podcast series, where we dwell in deeply essential topics concerning Garissa County. In episode 2, we explore the climate change, resource scarcity, security in Garissa County. I'm your host, Kiana Alim, and I'm joined by the esteemed panelists, Hajira Bishar, Kauthar Ahmed, Zamzam Sirat, and Joyce Wamaida. So the first question, we'll begin at looking at the complex interplay between climate change, resource scarcity, and security. How does climate change expert resource scarcity and impact security landscape in Garissa County? Please give examples and the challenges and how they're all interconnected.
And most of the people here are pastoralists. And so when climate change happens, and so there's a lot of drought, then there are only very few water points around the county that can survive the drought. And so as a pastoralist, and I know there is a water point somewhere, I will not consider it belongs to a different community, because the communities who live here are very diverse, especially since the land and the water points are community owned. And so if community A wants to go to the other side and get water and pasture for their animals, then and they are not able to get it from where they live, they just go and they do not consider the local elders that live in the place. Because my animals are dying, and these are like 500 animals. And that is probably one person. Garissa, the backbone of the community is pastoralism. And so if they come to this side and they take the water, and these other community as well, maybe they've been trying to ration it, saying every community, like every village will get this day. So another person just comes and takes it. That brings about conflict. And a lot of the conflict in Garissa County, when it comes to climate change issues, it's water and pasture, mainly resource-based conflict, yes.
Climate change per se is not about drought. There are also floods. We have seen that in Garissa, where we have seen farmers and pastoralists losing over 100 cattle and also livestock because of excessive rains. So I have seen the government teaching them on how the practices and also telling them how to move. If the rain seasons are coming, how will they move from this place to another place, a place that is more secure than the place they are in? Yeah.
I think I can. Okay, so I'll talk about the Chief Act. The Chief Act was enforced well during the 70s and the 80s in terms of resource management. And what it used to do is we have the range animals called the Gile in Somali. So what they used to do is when we have the wet seasons, they will move far away from the river belt, and where they will go graze. And during the dry seasons is now when they come and move to the wet areas because of pasture. So according to what I believe is that during those days, the resources were shared very well compared to what is happening right now, because with the new constitution that we have 2010, that was placed in 2010, the constitution has given us the democracy to move around. And there's a lot of laxity that I see with the communities, because during those days the chiefs used to share the resources very well. Yeah.
Maybe to add on that, my colleague Kauthar mentioned something on men going on with the looking of the pasture and water for the livestock, but you see who is left behind? It's the woman as the head of the family, young women. Older women, young women at the same time. They have to look for livelihoods. They have to look for water to carry living on. So, and you see the distances in which these people go and look for these livelihoods, or the pasture or the water is far. And what happens to that woman? Gender-based violence comes on. You see, that is where the issues of rape come on. That's where the issues of early pregnancies come from. And I think that is one of the main challenges that is being faced by women-headed families with the light of climate change and men being away from the households.
Well, thank you to the panelists, Hajra, Kauthar, Joyce, and Zamzam. I'm really grateful for you sharing your insights on these complex issues. In this session, we were exploring the interplay between climate change, resource scarcity and security, the effectiveness of sustainable resource management, and the influence of gender disparity. We're hoping through the series we'll encourage civic engagement, empower voices, particularly for women in Garissa. So stay tuned to our next episode where we discuss other vital topics concerning the region. Thank you very much.